Welcome to AmA Media.
Fair use.
Sit back, relax, kick your feet up, most of all, enjoy.
Attila the Hun. He was the leader of the Hunnic Empire from 434 to 453 CE, and his name became synonymous with terror and destruction for the Roman Empire and its neighbors. Known to the Romans as the Scourge of God, he was a formidable military and diplomatic force who reshaped the balance of power in Europe during the 5th century. Attila was born around 406 CE, north of the Danube River, into a noble family within the Hunnic Empire. The Huns were a nomadic people from Central Asia who had migrated westward, and by the 5th century, they had established a significant presence in Europe. Attila and his elder brother, Bleda, were nephews of the Hunnic kings Octor and Ruga, and they were groomed for leadership from a young age. They were taught the essential skills of a Hunnic warrior, including archery, sword fighting, and horsemanship, as well as military and diplomatic tactics. They also reportedly learned to speak Gothic and Latin. In 434 CE, Attila and Bleda inherited the Hunnic Empire from their uncles, initially ruling jointly. This dual leadership, however, was short-lived. In 445 CE, Bleda died under mysterious circumstances, with many historians believing Attila had him assassinated to become the sole ruler of the Huns. This marked the beginning of Attila's true reign of power. Attila's time as sole ruler was defined by a series of aggressive and highly successful campaigns against the Eastern and Western Roman empires. Eastern Roman Empire, Byzantine Empire. Attila launched several major attacks against the Eastern Roman Empire, primarily targeting the Balkan provinces. He consistently defeated imperial armies and sacked dozens of cities. While he never managed to capture the heavily fortified capital of Constantinople, he extorted immense amounts of gold from the Eastern Roman emperors in exchange for peace, effectively holding the empire for ransom. Invasion of Gaul. In 451 CE, Attila launched his most famous campaign, an invasion of Gaul, modern-day France. The pretext for this invasion was a plea from a Roman princess, Honoria, who had sent him a ring and asked for his help in escaping an arranged marriage. Attila interpreted this as a marriage proposal and demanded half of the Western Roman Empire as her dowry. When this was refused, he invaded. His army, a coalition of Huns and various Germanic tribes, crossed the Rhine and laid waste to numerous cities. He was finally met by a coalition of Roman forces, led by the general Aetius, and Visigoths, led by King Theodoric I, at the Battle of the Catalonian Plains, also known as the Battle of Chalons. This was one of the largest battles of the late Roman period. The outcome is often debated by historians, but it is generally considered Attila's first and only battlefield defeat, as he was forced to retreat. Invasion of Italy. Despite his setback in Gaul, Attila regrouped and invaded Italy in 452 CE. He sacked and destroyed several cities, including Aquileia and Milan. However, he did not press on to Rome. The reasons for his withdrawal are debated, but it is believed that a combination of disease and famine in his army, coupled with a diplomatic mission led by Pope Leo I, convinced him to turn back. Death and legacy. Attila's remarkable reign came to a sudden and unexpected end in 453 CE. After a great feast celebrating his marriage to a new bride, Ildiko, he was found dead in his bed the next morning. The exact cause of death is a mystery. The most widely accepted account, from the historian Priscus, suggests that he had a severe nosebleed and choked on his own blood while in a drunken stupor. Other theories, however, suggest he was assassinated by Ildiko or a conspiracy orchestrated by the Romans. His death had a profound and immediate impact. Without his strong leadership, the Hunnic Empire quickly unraveled. His sons were unable to maintain control, and a revolt by the subject Germanic tribes led to the empire's collapse. Attila's legacy is a complex one. While he is remembered as a brutal and destructive figure in Roman history, he is also revered as a national hero in some European cultures, particularly in Hungary, where he is seen as a founding figure. His campaigns played a significant role in the fall of the Western Roman Empire, contributing to the migration and settlement of various barbarian groups that would eventually form the foundations of medieval Europe.
Magandang tangi. Till the next video.